McLaren F1. The bright orange McLaren cars are clearly distinct from the other cars on the Formula One grid. After years of poor performance, Andreas Seidel, James Key and Zak Brown have brought a fresh breath of air. McLaren are looking strong again and anything seems possible for the future. Norris is now an experienced driver at McLaren. He starts his fourth year in Formula One and looks to continue his push towards a Grand Prix victory. Ricciardo, meanwhile, has already had quite a career. The former Red Bull racing driver drove for Renault in 2019 and 2020. He completed his mission to get the French team back to the podium in 2020. Although he started 2021 moderately, he climbed his way up in the final months. McLaren at the top. With Ron Dennis at the helm, there was a big change in 1983 after years of not too good results. McLaren traded in the engines of Ford for those of Porsche. With the Lauda-Prost duo, McLaren had all the ingredients to achieve success. They took the title in 1984, as they did in 1985, the first time with Lauda, the second time with Prost. Although the Porsche engine seemed to provide a boost for McLaren, the fun was already over in 1986. Williams, with an engine from Honda in the back of their cars, achieved better results. McLaren therefore decided to also race with a Honda engine. The decision led to one title after another from 1988 with Senna and Prost as the driving duo. Although the two drivers did not get along well, the successes for McLaren was more dominant than ever. Even after Prost left the team, after yet another clash with Senna, the Brazilian continued to rake in the victories. In 2001, one Finn left the team and another came on board. Kimi Räikkönen replaced Häkkinen, but it did not bring better results. Despite some victories, it was Fernando Alonso who won both titles with Renault in 2005, closely followed by Räikkönen in his McLaren. 2 years later, Alonso tried to do the same with McLaren by switching to the British team. However, the season would not turn out as the Spaniard had hoped. 1 year later, Hamilton won the championship with McLaren. The constructors' title went to Ferrari, but the Briton had his first title in his pocket. 2009 was the only year that Brawn GP competed, but it was also the year that Jenson Button won both titles. The Brit would sit alongside his compatriot a year later at McLaren, but the return of the glory days was not forthcoming. Red Bull Racing dominated Formula One from 2010. In the same year that Alonso returned to McLaren, the team switched from engines from Mercedes to those from Honda. After selling the factory team to Ross Brawn, who renamed it Brawn GP, which later became Mercedes' factory team again, the Japanese manufacturer turned its back on Formula One until 2015 when Honda returned as a supplier. However, McLaren did not achieve any major successes. 2017 was a low point for McLaren and Honda. Team boss Eric Boullier also failed to turn the tide in 2018 after it sidelined Honda and brought in Renault as a supplier. Which engine will McLaren use? McLaren have changed engines 3 times in the last 5 years. In 2017, the team drove with the Honda engine, after which it signed a 4-year deal with Renault. For 2022, however, McLaren will drive with a strong Mercedes engine.